Yeah, for good stream, guys. See you Friday. Alan woke. Good. National tragedy. Okay, for real. What happened was. Also, shut up, Justin. I know darn well what you're talking about, boy. All right. So, I was at a whole event. It was a wine and dine event. I didn't have to perform, which was nice. Go to my Instagram to see pictures and stuff. So I'm there. This $1 billion event. It wasn't that expensive, but crazy, right? No joke. I sit at my table, and they're like, "Your water will be with you shortly, sir." And I said, "Thank you," because I was thirsty. I wait an hour. I'm like, "Hey man, where's the water?" He's like, "Oh, sorry, we're gonna wait until all the people are seated so that we can give them their water." And I'm like, "All right, cool, no worries, whatever." And then I wait another hour. I'm like, "Can I please have some water?" All I'm trying to say is everything came late at this event. It was frustrating. Anyway, thank you for the sub, Saints Flow, much appreciated. You guys are so great. You guys are so kind to me.
Damn it, Barry, the killer. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it
I saw photos on Insta. Oh, you follow me on Instagram?
Only a few scattered
Bro, thank you, bro.
The
Bro.
deadline is in 2 days.
Bro.
Mr. Wake's pages.
So like, why do people like this game?
How
But
hell
whatever.
did she
The
get
angle
hold
was
of
weird
the
though. It
manuscript
made you look
anyway?
super short.
I don't know.
Which
She's
angle?
resourceful.
I am short.
Told you
I'm
would go
5'7".
hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
Just the chair photo? Oh, it's because it's a really big chair.
Okay.
It looked weird to me. Yeah. I almost didn't post that one, but I have this obsession with, like, I should post 10 pictures. So Instagram doesn't think, no one posts 10 pictures. We should get rid of that feature.
We're looking for Rose.
'Cause they do
Works as
that.
a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl.
I like that he has elbow
Wants to
pads,
know.
you know. Wouldn't want to
I'm
get
Alan
scuffed.
Wake.
Chasing demons
I heard on the radio you were.
with your flashlight.
Well, I'll
With
show
your
you the
flashlight.
trade. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent.
Look at
on
his
time.
neck.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths.
Alan Wake.
urban
So after I
legends,
finish this game, I guess I'm supposed to play Control. That's next, right?
Most of this stuff takes place
And
around
then there's only 3 games. It's
Well,
this,
you ain't wrong.
Control, and then Alan Wake
Indians
2.
thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing
What's
type
the
myself.
girl's
I'm
name in
all
Alan
over
Wake
that
2?
sort of thing.
Yeah,
Elena Wake?
okay. Anyway,
Does he
there was an
remarry?
island there owned by a
Is
guy
she his
called
his
Thomas
black
Seymour.
sister? That
Now,
they don't
some
give an
articles
explanation for why
thought
she's
he was gonna
black.
To be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches. couldn't find a single thing he
Yeah.
wrote. Zane was heavily
Elena
into
Wake.
diving, so much so that
Like,
the place
I'm
named
laying
called
awake?
Diver's Isle.
It's like a
But
pun.
The volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Are you gonna play American Nightmare 2? What is that? Is that part of this franchise? I was lied to by that Alan Wake fan who was telling me it's only 3 games. And then he said there was like this comic book about some girl named Casey that's like Max Payne or something. I don't know. Yeah, standalone DLC. To what? This? Please don't make me play more of this game. You told me there were 5 episodes. That's what I agreed to, okay? It's what my contract says. 5 episodes. I'm done.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky.
Wow, boat. I was talking to Marcus about this game. So like all jokes aside, this isn't a bad game. I don't hate it. I don't think it's a bad game. I think that it's strangely like a precursor to modern gaming, but you still actually play the game, unlike a lot of modern games. You know what I mean? As a fan myself, I'm renewing your contract. I mean, you did pay a subscription, so you're not wrong. I can play it, no problem,
Come on,
whatever.
mister. I'll
Like
take you to
frig, man, I
Rose's
don't
trailer.
like what I was gonna say is like straight up. It's not a bad game, it's a horrible game. It's it's the beginning of gaming sucking.
Just follow
Beginning
me.
of gaming sucking. That's what this game is. Like, I can feel all the precursors to all the later things of walking and stuff. But I like that you can actually run in this when the game lets you. And I like that you can jump in this when the game lets you.
Listen, I
You
got
see what I mean?
things to
Like, there's a
do.
lot of
This
that.
place don't
And then
run
the
itself.
actual mechanics. Hey, what's up, Real Jiminy? How you doing? The actual mechanics are neat. And like, that's as far as it goes. Like, the dodge mechanic is weird because you dodge, for a perfect dodge, you dodge when they wind up. Except enemies that are fast, because there's only 3 enemy types in this game. Only 3. Only 3. The enemies that are fast, they swing to the side, and you're supposed to dodge when their knife is in front of them. Like, their weapon is in front of them. So, it's inconsistent. Well, I guess it's consistent. It's just not... It's consistent amongst each enemy type, not consistent amongst all enemies, which is weird. Why would you make it that way? And then I hate that if I collect batteries, right? Because I had 19 batteries, then all of a sudden I had 9 batteries. It's like, then what the frig is the point? What's the point of me saving batteries? Like, there's no point. The game's just gonna decide how many I have. I don't like that. You're just taking my choices away from me. It's a good game leading down a dark path, pun not intended. Yeah. It's still a good game. I like the ideas. I like, even just, you're playing as this author and then what he's writing is coming to life. It's like, okay, that's cool. That feels very, very retro, you know? I like it. I like the vibe of it. I like that Alan's kind of like just an a-hole. Like, I don't think Alan would be a protagonist in a modern game, you know? Unless he was, like, associated by a little kid that would be his moral compass. But you know, there's things, I think his outfit's weird, though, I will say. Who wears a zip-up hoodie under, like, this? This cardigan.
It gets better.
What
A
are you
local
doing,
girl,
darling?
Barbara Jagger drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
But yeah, how are you
Jack
guys
is a little
doing?
spookster.
We can write the battery thing off as
Scratching
Alan not
hat.
remembering
I'm
how many
screwing
he
the
had
card.
last page. That's
Stop it.
stupid.
Anyway, Al,
So then I might as well waste all of them. There's no actual reason to preserve anything if it's just gonna be gone the next episode. It's like Life is Strange 2, which, by the way, I will play after we finish Mortal Kombat. Life is Strange 2 is next. But it's like Life is Strange 2 where you have money, and, like, it matters for the first 2 episodes how much money you have, and then after that, it's like they just forgot. So they give you more money. Like, you could be dirt poor, and all of a sudden, next episode, you just have money again. It's like, where's this money coming from? Where did I get this money? And they say, oh, it's like the weed farm that you work at and stuff like that. It's like, okay then, if I waste my money in episode 1, you randomly spawn money as well in episode 2. Yes, use them. Spread the holy light. Doom eternal their faces. But yeah, how is everybody? How was your week? Weekend. It's Monday.
Welcome to.
Also,
Oh,
yo,
dear.
so Mortal
Mr.
Kombat
Blake,
1,
I'm-
someone spoiled the whole
I'm
game
so
for me,
glad
which
you're
I don't mind.
here.
But
Rose,
like
you have my manuscript?
the final
Oh.
episode, the
Oh,
final
yes.
like chapter,
Yes.
you choose who you play as.
Please come in.
It becomes a war, and you choose who you play as. So like,
Hey,
Bro,
this is really good.
we could play as Homelander. We could play as Peacemaker. We could play as non-Mortal Kombat characters. How wild is
I
that?
understand. I know
Liu Kang's like, I need you to help me beat these guys.
Oh, for
And then in comes Omni-Man. Like,
yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Oh, what's
Like, spoilers, but... I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. You could be anybody. I'll wait for the Ash Williams DLC. Uh-oh. Alan Wake. Alan Rare. Peacemaker intro needs to be used when he appears. A lot of people are saying that for his intro cinematic.
To stop it, you must turn the lights on.
What will his fatalities be? Just shooting them?
Promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
The eagle? Oh, right. I forgot.
Turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Turn the lights on. It could be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare.
I felt nauseous.
Why am I in a little girl's room?
Anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me.
Also, torpedo helmet, sonic boom. I guess there's a few things he could do.
She's very strict.
Was just typing
I'm writing
torpedo
faster and
helmet.
faster. My manuscript is being
Is it
heavily
John?
revised.
Well, I guess it is John Cena voicing him. They got
I had
Megan
less than
Fox.
12 hours left to meet the kidnapper.
They got
All I could
Megan
do was
Fox
keep
as
burying the
Natara.
lead, work something out once I
And
got on the
apparently, she says a lot in story
I can
mode.
save Alice this way.
I can't
She
wait.
knows more of this than I do.
And I asked my friend, he's like, yo, I was like, what's Megan Fox like in story mode? It's like, yeah, she has a lot of dialogue. I'm like, no way.
Welcome
He's like,
to
yeah.
the
I'm
Odin
like, what's she sound like?
Valley.
He's like, she sounds like her lips are full of jelly. And I'm like,
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something
I'm like, bro,
used her
calm
to get
down.
to me and left its mark. My
Please.
gun and flashlight were
don't
gone.
do Megan
I
like
have to
that.
find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Really? They did?
A nice day.
I thought y'all were trolling the first time. You said, Megan Fox is Natara. I'm like, what? Stop. Those are just rumors. No, she really is. I mean, I think she'll be fine. I think she'll be fine. But like now we're just putting any celebrity in Mortal Kombat. All right. Can Liu Kang be played by Michael B. Jordan next time? And don't explain why he's black now. Just Danny DeVito or We Riot. Maybe she was a fan of the franchise. Watching her interview clips, it doesn't seem like she was. Also, if she was a fan of the franchise, like, I mean, did she ask to be Natara? Is Natara the first person she was like, you don't understand. When I was a kid, I had my little Natara plushie. Like, you know, like, it'd be like if I was putting a game, like, what's a game like I really don't friggin' care about? I don't know. Give me a game I don't. If I was putting Fallout, like Fallout 6. Is there a Fallout 6? If they put me in Fallout 6 and I was in an interview, right? You know I'd be like, yeah, man, Fallout is like the pinnacle of shooters, all right? Because it's not just a shooter. With your charisma, you can actually talk to people and you can evaluate situations differently than any other shooter. Why wouldn't you like Fallout? Bro, come on. I've always wanted to be in Fallout. That's how I would sell it, right? But before I go into the interview, I'd be like, hey, Saints Flow, can you tell me things to say? Let me talk to an actual fan. John Wick in Mortal Kombat. That's another one that I'm kind of like, what would he do? He has a bunch of guns. But Keanu Reeves, though, that'd be great. My body is aching for combat. Just Keanu. Oh, it just having him in there. Oh, only guessed it because I know she's a massive Lord of the Rings fan. Constantine would be pretty awesome. Like Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight. It's just Keanu Reeves. If it was just Keanu Reeves, it'd make more sense. Because then you can have him play all of his roles. You can give him the Matrix powers. You can give him Constantine powers. You can give him John Wick guns. You can, like, if it was just Keanu Reeves, that would work. Who else is he? The guy from Speed. Give him a free fall mechanic. Johnny Mnemonic. Give him like some virtual reality thing. His fatality. He puts the helmet down and then the sound effects they put like a car when he's hacking. It's so stupid.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
And Ted, he has the... Oh, I forgot! I forgot about Ted. No, he's gonna rock out. His music is so bad that it irritates the character's eardrums. Because it'll be Bill and Ted 1 Ted. It won't be Ted from Bill and Ted 2. Or I guess they still suck in 2. 3 is where they're actually good musicians. Or he could do like time travel stuff, that'd be funny. He's like, remember! And then it's another Ted that comes in and clocks him. It'd be kind of funny. Peter Griffin for MK. He would actually have an extensive move list, though. The end of 2, they are good. But they're not good at the end of 2. Unless you count, like, the newspapers, because they just bring their future selves who are good. It's not them. It's not, like, modern day them. His finisher is a cutaway gag. This reminds me of the time that my opponent's head exploded. Something like that. Just give me more ideas. Give me more Mortal Kombat. Who can be the most ridiculous ideas for Mortal Kombat? Put SpongeBob in there. Bill and Ted Duo Fatality. Actually, include death too. Yeah, like you joke, but like Bill and Ted could work as a fighting game character. They could, because it's both of them, and they've had 3 movies, so there's a lot of material. Station. The aliens come out and they like bring robot Bill and Ted's. Excellent! Yo, they could have a hype meter? They could have a hype meter. So, like, what that is, whenever you taunt or whenever you do, like, a certain input, right? The meter goes up, and the higher the meter is, the more powerful your character is, right? Or there'll be some gimmick. But the hype meter for Bill and Ted would be like, excellent! That'd be it. That would be the taunt, and then the hype meter goes up. That'd be kind of cool. Pinhead? Pinhead would be interesting because he'd be a zoner. Like, you'd have to... You can't. I don't want Pinhead punching people. That'd be so stupid. he'd stand there ominously with the what is it called? The shape. What's it called? The contraption. Yeah, Quan Chi like. Yeah. And like chains would come out at them and stuff like that. The hooks hitting. Yeah, stuff like that. That'd be really cool. The Lament. That's what it's called. But yeah, like stuff like that would be cool. One of the best Mortal Kombat guest characters was Spawn. Like, Spawn fits perfectly, and they used everything. Lament configuration. Yeah, the configuration. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. The contraption. The mousetrap. Yo, Saints Flow, how's Starfield going, by the way? Just wanted to know. Give me an update. But yeah, like, you could... Spawn was a great character choice as well, because so many years of comics and so many weapons and stuff like that, and I love that they didn't just make him a zoner, but he does have abilities that, if you wanted to, you could play him that way. Spawn was so cool. I love his Fatal Blow, because it's everything Spawn does in one move. Oh no. Are we doing this again? I still have Porgs of Spawn. You mean Pogs? Certainly you don't mean the Porgs from Star Wars Episode 8. Oh no, the light's gone. Light's gone off.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling everywhere I was.
Not a monster.
Yeah, the milk tabs. Yeah, Pogs, yeah. Milk tabs, wow. What year is it? Max Caulfield, Mortal Kombat? Well, she'd be OP. Johnny Cage has an awesome Fatal Blow in the new one where he grabs the character and bashes their head against the camera and then takes the camera, like breaks the fourth wall and takes the camera and bashes their chest with it. And I'm like, yo, I love that. That's such a great Fatal Blow for him. But Max Caulfield, I'm assuming, would have camera-related things too. The car door one too. Yeah, they showed that in the Van Damme trailer. That one's great too. Vroom vroom. I love what they're doing with this, with the characters. I hate what the story mode. Whew. Yo, I told you. My friend told me like he spoiled the story mode. Okay, yo, legit. What he described for the first 2 acts is amazing, like wonderful, and it's like everything fans wanted. And then they F it up in the 3rd act. And I'm like, why? Why would they do that? Why do they just not like good storytelling? I don't get it.
Trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
I don't understand. Can we just have good stories in Mortal Kombat? Canon Mortal Kombat? Ryan Gosling? Only if Ryan reprises the role. Did you hear that Greta Gerwig is mad that Barbie fans that are guys like Ken.
There was no power to the searchlight.
And it's like, why? Could you just not say anything? Could you just be like, well, I guess that's sexist to say that, sorry. But like, why? Where's this from? I heard about it. Like, a friend told me this. I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's trolling. But apparently Greta Gerwig is like, yeah, men are culturally appropriating my movie. I don't know if it's true. I could be wrong. Look it up, Justin. You're the movie man, but like, she wrote it. Yeah, I know. Like, he changes. I know! That's a cool idea, using a spotlight. So it's just any battery-powered light that hurts these. Well, I guess just any light, because even the sun hurts them. You know what I'd want to see? Matrix from Reboot. Put him in a game. I feel like kids don't know who that is. Kids don't know what Reboot is. Kids will know the YouTuber that spoke about it in a video. Wow, I sunlighted that gate away.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over.
Yeah, genuine question. Dr. Murder and Justin, if you can hear me. What do you think of Alan Wake as bystanders? Oh. I see. Seven out of 10 so far? Oh my god. Enemy throws something, well, what can I do? What the? I dodged. I'm fine with garbage gameplay, but the story hasn't really grabbed me. Interesting. And yet you give it a 7. That's awfully generous. My concern is we're on episode 3 and we still haven't learned anything. I'm kind of worried. Is this just gonna be? Oh, it was all in my head. Nothing mattered. Can't find anything on Greta not liking men who like Ken. Okay, good.
Here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Batman.
With Batman.
What's on your mind, Mill?
How did that not? Whoa, what the heck? Perfect dodge. What do I do now? What do I do now? Oh my gosh, this game, dude. Where am I going, bro? Get those violins ready. Too bad my flashlight can't kill. Set phasers to kill. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whew. Can't find it. I give it a 7 because I can see how the premise is cool and people would love it. Gotcha. Like my Starfield score is 6 out of 10. See, but I don't think about other people when I'm playing a game. I think about me, because it's me who paid for it, you know what I mean? Finding a lot of people just misunderstanding Ken. I'm just Ken and I'm enough, and I'm great at doing stuff. Ken, I felt that. I think we all felt
lend me
that.
a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Hello, Lorna.
What do you mean?
Put me in the new God of War. It's like, you know, God of War is one of those classics. I remember playing it on the PlayStation 2, and I remember Kratos was voiced by a black guy, so that gave it a lot of points for the black community. You know, shout out to the black community. You know, black power. You had to be saying that in an interview.
No idea how
advertising God of War 3. Sorry.
And I had a feeling.
What would they call 3?
Anyone else anytime soon.
They used Ragnarok already, so what would 3 be called? What's another, like, Norse thing? God of War, Love and Thunder. God of War, The Dark World.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr.
How did they call a Thor movie Love and Thunder and not include Enchantress? It's so weird.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter
Judas
with you?
Priest?
There's a civilian in there.
Hang on. Let me charge my phone. God of War 2018 had a great time, though a lot of companies will copy it and do it horribly. Yeah. Yep. God of War Ragnarok holds your hand. Have you seen gameplay of that game where the game keeps telling you what to do? Like, holy
I'd
dude.
fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what
I
you
thought
get
this was a
for
game
leaving
for
the boat
adults.
with a sudden stop.
Did
It
you
was
see that?
probably
The new
good
one?
I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Alan Bacon. Yeah, Mimi. Freya. Yeah, I played it, word. I wish there was an option to, like, stop that. Get the violins ready. Here they come. Man, the soundtrack is so good. What the hell? This game... Yeah, whatever. You think I care? The thing that sucks about this is that they spawn behind you, and then they throw something at you, and there's no way for you to know that.
It was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming
like
a boat
it's
to sudden
so
stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going.
Put them in
I'd
front
have to
of
lose
you.
the cops and find my own way to the mine.
ID for Ken and MK have Ken be in the main with Barbie as just a skin. but she has different dialogue in her voice. Margot Robbie in Mortal Kombat. Too bad I don't have a gun. Uh-oh. Look, gun. Mortal Robbie. Rich Evans in MK. And he's wearing his iconic shirt. OMG, a Dead by Daylight reference? What do you mean? But yeah, put me in a game that I don't care about and watch me shill that game. It's like, yeah, man. It's another one. Man, Apex Legends, you know, every day. Fortnite, yo. Fortnite is the people thought Smash Bros was the ultimate crossover. It's Fortnite, and I'm glad to be in it. I play Fortnite every day. Watch my streams. His Ellen shirt? Yes, you know the one. When they took away pinheads, I came lining. What? When they took away pinheads, I came lining Dead by Daylight. Playniac Jr. and Subverse. It's like, well, sex is nice. I think I've told you guys the Kingdom Hearts interview, or it's like behind the scenes footage that is like, it's on YouTube now, but I don't even remember where it's from, and just everyone's talking about the characters and stuff, and then Riku's voice actor is just like, Riku is sexy. Okay, and all the people playing it are gonna think so too. Like that just is very, very just straightforward. Everyone else is like, Sora's on this big adventure to learn about his quest for, you know, his friends, and it's all about Disney magic and this and that. It's just like, Riku is sexy. Whoops. Oops. Alan Wake. I like the slow-mo after you kill them.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
He had a line in Dead by Daylight of him saying, I came. Wait, who? Pinhead? Oh, and they removed it? Why? Oh, my jaw hurts. It's from all this trash talking. What the hell? Stupid mechanics, bro. On voice actors, this was strange to hear, but I started before that Ashley and Troy recorded some... What? But I shared before that Ashley and Troy recorded some new lines as Ellie and Joel for The Last of Us. horror maze, and the new lines are adapted from the show. So they say the lines that the show's actor said? Because the devs hate fun. Yeah, why can't you say that? Let Pinhead say that. Show scene, but with Ellie and Joel game voice. It's weird. That is pretty weird. What is The Last of Us horror maze? What is that? Heyo, Lady Soja, how you doing? Are you a Wake fan? Are you woke?
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Woke, she is Justice the
Alice,
Spider-Way.
I'm
It's
here.
superior. Yes, true. Lady Justice.
So alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me. I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there. That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
What do I do? What do I do?
Warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore.
A Last of Us horror
car
maze
from there.
is, as it sounds, like a haunted house, but Last of Us themed. Two random performers are part of it playing Joel and Ellie, but lip syncing to Troy and Ashley. Where is this happening? Can't wait for The Last of Us 3 to bring back Joel. Half the game is just flashbacks.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over
They should put Joel.
everything in its path.
Put Joel in Mortal Kombat. Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. Oh, interesting. The Last of Us. Oh my god. I have a feeling he would be in it, but like less than 2. Oh, he'll be in it. I'm alright. Had someone making 9/11 jokes on another server I mod for. Wow, that's so creative. That's so creative. Wasn't this funny? Wasn't this funny? It was a national tragedy. Yeah.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
There's something inside me that grows beneath the surface. Consuming, confusing. What is hitting me, bro? It's like following me, too. What? Are you kidding me? Go! That's what I'm talking about, man.
And a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Like, the thing snuck up behind me. I'll just throw the stupid flashbang, I guess. Or do I have anything else? No.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Oh, our through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother. Yeah, he was in northern Canada. I remember. I remember Norm Macdonald. And me, please. There we go. Why is there things flying at me now? What is this? This game is dumb. These things will fly at you, but you don't have enough time to do anything about it. It's like, oh, okay.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing. Stephen King had...
Guys, I'm not, like... This is silly. Climbing a ladder, like, the thing just flies at me. And, like, literally I can't do anything about it. I know, right? Like, I don't have anything to say aside from, are you kidding me? It's immature. It's edgy teenagers who think it's clever to make a joke. Alan Knockout.
Warehouse of
Yeah, he's not going to be awake.
Shore.
Barrel to the face. Like, it's so stupid. Like, oh my god. The more I play this game, the more I'm just like, actually, this game's not good. Jay tried so hard, it got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Yo, I referenced Linkin Park earlier. Did you? I'm guessing you caught that? Consuming, confusing.
The darkness that was
Crawling
pursuing me was
in
growing
my
stronger,
skin.
and it was taking over
These
everything
wounds,
in my
they
life.
will not heal. By the way, did you know that in the demo, Chester says fear is powerful? But like idiots at the studio thought he said fear is how I fall. And that is why we have the wrong lyrics in those Linkin Park songs. Oh look, I only have enough time to go for one. Wonderful. Let me shine a light on this. Oh, I can't yet. Let me shine a light on this. Oh, I can't yet. Let me shine a light on this. Oh, I can't yet. Oh, I can't yet. Oh, I can't yet. Let me turn the camera around. Oh. Oh. Maybe the game heard me.
As a teenager, just starting to get
Was that a
interested in writing,
glitch?
Stephen King had been a source of inspiration.
That was a glitch. Life is Strange opening on hard mode.
I thought about
yeah, if
all
only
the
you could die on
inanimate
Life is
objects that
Strange.
had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story.
You can only die in Life is
Certainly not
Strange.
the protagonist. That's what makes them
Strange
fun.
2.
This was anything but. The
Can I
darkness
pick
could
up the-
possess anything, and it was getting closer.
This is a heavy-duty flashlight. It goes, 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 it goes. Guillotine! It's a mag light. Do you get a phoenix later? That'd be cool. Referencing actual flashlights. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why am I stuck? Oh, this game, bro. Yeah, just yeah. What dodge mechanic? What dodge mechanic? Warren can't die, unfortunately. Have you ever seen the webcomic Life is Deranged?
That's what makes them fun.
Where, like,
this was anything
Max is
but.
a psychopath?
The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Like Victoria insults her, and we're following her in the comic panel. And Max just jumps on her and snaps her neck. It's like, cause it's regular Life is Strange, and then Max is like, "Oh my god, nope, really?" It's so funny. It's like, I can rewind time. I can kill everybody. It's the first thing she says. Then Chloe, they're at the shooting range. And Chloe's like, "Okay, Max, tell me how to shoot these things." Max is like, "Shoot that over there." And Chloe shoots it and it hits her. She's like, "Oh, Max, rewind time." And then Max just looks at her. It's like, "How many times, Max? How many times?" How many times have you seen this? Seeing how there's the least of us. How's that one? Should I check that one out? How come this time they didn't spawn? What's happening in this game? I guess it's when I triggered the... like this? This game sucks. You can dodge attacks by pressing L1, but only if you do it when we decide the wind-up animation is mid-stride.
The darkness could possess.
Why would you want me to keep playing this game? Like, do you not like me? Contract said 5 episodes. Yeah, I'm not playing the DLC. I don't care. This is stupid. Which do you think will come first? Last of Us show adapting the second game fully, or part 3 the show? Because it's easier. Oh, but the show's doing part 2 over like multiple seasons and the strike. Do you want me to... Brother, I'm not repeating myself, Justin. The show. You know they're just at Sony, like, office space right now. Like, what do we do for Last of Us 3? I don't know. That's what's happening right now. Exactly like that, too. Oh no, I didn't see it. I dodged! Ad furries. It's such a shame though how they were happy enough to rush the first game and not perfect it. Rush the first game? What do you mean? You mean like with the first season? What do you mean rush the first game? All they did was keep adding fluff that it didn't need. For the show, they don't give it enough room, yes. What are you talking about? All that show did was focus on the wrong things. But everyone's praising it because it's like, I recognize this.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast...
Desperate self-delusion.
Horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Springs.
Like, all the action side. Bruh. I don't think modern audiences like action anymore, Justin. They like talking and walking. That's what sells well. That show has like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's what sells well. Talking and walking. Things we've already learned in one sentence, we must stretch into paragraphs to make the show feel longer. Where was it? There were no infected like you know the whole first game? Yeah. Because that doesn't sell well, Justin. I told you. No one wants to see action in a television series based on a video game. What's wrong with you? Are you mental?
Here, let me show you with a kiss.
Add furries to... Also, sorry, I didn't really react to that. You want to add furries to The Last of Us? I like walking and talking, but like it should be 60% talking, 40% zombies, and that's a good split. Oh, so you mean like the game? I'm sorry, you wanted the show to be like the game? What's wrong with you? Oh, get those violins ready. What? I'm fighting a bulldozer? Or like... Oh, alright. What is this game even, bro? It's like someone with schizophrenia is making this. It's like, hey, do we want to make an action game or do we want to make like a psychological horror survival game? And it's just like, we'll do both. Neither of them go well together. I can't go up. I'm pushing circle. My limit's reached? Uh-oh. Producers of video game TV shows equals cutscenes recreation. Yeah. And then people ate it up. Like, the thing is, I can make fun of it as much as I want. People ate it up because they know that that's what people expect. People expect that. They'll be like, it's good because it did the thing I remember. And then if they change something incredibly minor, they'll be like, wow, it's so revolutionary for doing the thing I didn't expect. Like, it's weird. It's like they'll be happy with it regardless. Unless it's like Halo's TV show, which was terrible. See what happens. Furries. Oh, I thought it was an infected. They shoot the furry. Last of Us 3 split story of Ellie and Abby, and by the end they come together and forgive and friends, blah blah. Honestly, dude, the only way I'd be interested in The Last of Us 3 is if they do a time skip and just make it about the baby. Ellie's baby? Right? Just do Ellie and the baby. What is this game? You're talking about how neither go together remind me of Zero Punctuation's review of a game that said a similar thing of one group of people doing the story and one group of people doing the gameplay and them
Today,
not talking
I
at
would
all.
meet the
Yeah,
kidnapper,
but
and
that's
he
what
would
this
give
game
me
feels
Alice.
like.
I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
It's like, okay, now a bulldozer is possessed by darkness. Like, so wait, it can possess items? That's a newly established function that we're just gonna brush off like nothing. The whole bridge was collapsing, throwing things at me. It's like, huh? And they've made no attempt at explaining any of this at all. Randomly, it'll become nighttime. Just randomly, it just becomes nighttime. And like, I generally don't really pay much. Like, I don't care about the story for freaking Alan Wake. He's an author that seems to his stories come to life. I don't know if that's what it is. That's what it seems to be, but things happen that seem to suggest otherwise. But like, it's weird. Cause like those shadowy people, last time I checked, it's like the darkness possesses people. But no, it also spawns people. So, are they... What is this? Are they demons? What's happening? Everyone praising Bill and Frank despite removing the game's actual meaningful story section. Yeah. It's because the two gay characters got to be gay on screen, and then they decided to on-hero themselves. And yeah, they went full on-hero. Do you kids remember that term? Do you guys remember that term? You kids. Ah, you little kids. You kids. Ah, you kitty kid. But yeah, they on-hero themselves, and then it's like supposed to be this really romantic gesture. And I'm just like, I don't know, on-hero, A-N. That's an old internet term, darling. If you watch the show, you know what it means. But yeah, I don't know. And like, I didn't mind that scene either. I really didn't. I thought episode 3 was pretty good. But a lot of, as people pointed out, it's like that kind of removes so much from the original games. Like, it does, because you've basically deleted an entire character. I don't remember that term at all from my GeoCity days. Oh, well, no, man. It was after your time. It was during my time. It was during my prime. It's a good side story on its own, but like as part of the show, you miss on that bonding between Joel and Ellie. It's a turning point of Joel seeing what he would be like after losing Ellie. Yeah, it matters that Joel meets Frank? Or sorry, Bill, right? Bill's the one you meet. And yeah, they just get rid of that. It's completely gone. It's like, yeah, that is kind of funny. Yeah, Bill. Can I ask Jeeves for a definition? It means commit sewer slide. On-hero. An on-hero is someone who committed sewer slide. We'd say, yeah, he went full on-hero. And just for entertainment, you missed the banter of Bill and Ellie. Which would have been great, honestly, with the casting. Well, you know, I didn't mind Ellie's actress. A lot of people didn't like her. Because she doesn't look like Ellie, which I agree she doesn't. But I thought she did fine. I thought Pedro Pascal was fine. It is weird, though, as I said. In the game, Joel is this violent psychopath. But in the show, he's like, what have I done? It's like, there was never a what have I done in the game. Because I think they realized if we had the character be like, what have I done? But then the player is able to just mow down people nonchalantly. You know, there's a bit of a disconnect there. Yeah, Elliot Page is too old. What? No, I mean the Bella Ramsey. I wouldn't have expected Elliot Page to play Ellie. Yeah, a bit of narrative dissonance. Yeah. Like, why would Joel be like, oh, I'm a monster? It's like, bro, what? You've been killing zombies. Why are you sad about it now? Like, in the prologue, sure, that makes sense. He's never killed anyone before. Alright. But the show treats it like he's never killed anyone since the moment of the prologue to the end of that first episode. It's like, what? Am I supposed to just ignore everything we know happens? But Elliot Page was the loose inspiration of Elliot. No, that's not true. You probably have that confused with that other game, Beyond Two Souls. They changed it, but it was unintentional. Just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah. Lady Soja, what are you doing right now? Also, you're modding in other servers? I thought we had something special, Lady Soja. I proceeded to bunny hop from left to right across this bridge. Made me feel like a kid again. Ellen at the time was mad because Two Souls just came out, and that's why he probably isn't doing another game. Both Sony. Beyond Two Souls. Beyond. Go Beyond. Plus Ultra. What was with, like, director's fascination with Elliot Page? Did you notice that? Like, Bryan Singer, David Cage. It was interesting. There was a point in time where everyone was Elliot Page. Also, Kitty Pryde, man. I guess we'll never see that character again. At least not played by the same person. I thought it was great casting, though, I will say. Deadpool 3, Kenneth Pryde. Yeah, just Kitty Pryde's trans. There we go. Done. It's problem solved. People would love it. Kenneth Pryde, you're funny. Yeah, people would love it. Same person, that'd be the craziest part of that. It's like, no. It's like, hold up. Yeah, we didn't have to recast. Did you what's the trans actress's name that played one of the Barbies in Barbie? The redheaded Barbie. What's her name? Like, Juggernaut's a whole other dude, they won't mind. Yeah. Kenneth Pryde.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. But folks, I know I'm not being very informative here.
It's weird seeing this game in daytime. Look, a car. Look at his hands. Oh my, oh. On Last of Us again, but yeah, Joel doesn't even soften up to Ellie. They don't mind each other from the start. Unlike the game, Joel is, yeah, he's hard who would drop her at a moment's notice. Yeah. F character development, right? You recognize the you know the development that happened in the game? Just pretend it happened here. Like, there's a lot of things the show does wrong that just no one's willing to call out, because they're either afraid to criticize this thing that's being glorified, or they're just blind. They refuse to accept the fact that maybe they didn't adapt it very well. Like, crucial things aren't adapted at all. But hey man, no, this is the greatest video game adaptation ever.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Hope I don't need that car again. Jay, I liked that Lazy Susan rotation video you put up at the event you went to. That wasn't a Lazy Susan. A Lazy Susan would imply that the platform I was standing on was rotating. But actually, what it was a 360 camera. So the camera went around me. But either way, yeah, thanks, man. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. You can see Shanita in the back. She's blowing bubbles. Jay, there's a 2 for that. The production had 2 men, yes, men, to go against Craig and Neil. What? There's a term for that. Production had two yes men to go against Craig and Neil. Too man yes manny. You're killing me here, man. Too many yes men. Yes, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. 2 man yes many. Yeah, you're completely right. You're completely right. They had to go along with what they said.
Cops had to be looking for me.
2.5 yes men.
My son turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on.
They never argue.
Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive.
I imagined her dead. I like his fingers. He went like this before he kicked it.
It was all a waste of time.
What you talking about, Justin? 2.5 yes men. Like 2.5 men. Too many men. Too many men. Get rid of them. Hey, Phoenix. What are you doing right now, Lady Soja?
Wake.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked
You're
around.
I want to see your wife alive. Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
This game really likes loud noises. Like, am I supposed to be scared?
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Last of Us Part 2, too many men. We need to get rid of them. That was the problem, bro. That was the problem. There were too many men in The Last of Us. We had to delete them. That's why Joel got it. I'm vibing, got some work to do, and so I'm easing into it. Okay, cool. How long do you think it'll take you to do the work? How come no one answered my question? The redheaded trans Barbie. The Barbie that was played by a trans actress in Barbie. What is her name? I keep forgetting her name. Joel Gonzo, Jesse Gonzo, but to balance it out, Lev. Harry Neff. Yeah. She has a funny name. That's all I wanted to say. Does he have a gun? They have guns now? They have guns now! Can you unghost so I can kill you, please? Also, only 3 enemy types in Alan Wake. Just want to remind you guys. This quality game. Everyone is sucking its dong. Sounds inappropriate. Harry Neff. Harry Neff. Actually, shouldn't it be they have a funny name? No. Unless her pronouns are they them. I thought her pronouns were her, she her. Correct me. Look it up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she goes by she. But yeah, I remember seeing that name in the credits and I'm like, Harry Neff. It's like, what's that one, Kate Micucci? And she made a joke if she named her daughter Sharon. Her name would be Sharon Micucci. Dude, I'm pressing L1! What is the point of dodge if you only dodge when you feel like it? What is the point? Oh, and enemies can just sneak up on you. This game sucks. This game's stupid. I don't know why. People just like bad games now. What happened, bro? Yeah, speedy person, NFL, tank guy, thug with a knife, etc. No. There's only big guy, fast guy, and normal guy. There's 3 enemy types in this game. That is it. Mine are literally me. I also go by Ryan Gosling. Literally me. How would you use that in a sentence? What the? This game. Oh no. Things are flying at me now. Zoinks. I'm going backwards. Why? Oh, okay. Got it. They got this lazy with enemy design, they just decided to have things fly at me. Like, really? Wish I could post links into your Discord. I saw on Twitter a thread about best phone scene, and it started with Taken with Liam Neeson, and someone posted 60s Batman, 60s Adam West dual-wielding phone pretending to be Batman and Bruce Wayne for Commissioner Gordon. Oh my gosh. It's nice that someone remembered that. Last of Us show part 2 stuff, but apparently Abby will be either played by Shannon Barry, the one we talked about as season 1 was coming out, or weirdly Florence Pugh was offered it before the strike, probably. Are they going to give her super muscles? How's her name pronounced again? Florence Pugh? Florence Pugh? Second time's the charm, Pew. But look at it. It's clearly Puh. U-G-H, Puh. Ugh. Florence Puh. Like a gun sound. Pew. Like a gun sound. Bang! Florence Bang. Florence. Oh, go. That's her name.
Through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Don't forget them backpedaling so they could cast a named actress for Dina, just so they don't need to bring back that one person from for the blink and you'll miss it hint towards that character. Why don't they just get that one face actress that played Dina? Like those are feelings people have. What are feelings people have? Florence, insert the sounds you made. She's cool. I like her. They just ran out of ideas, right? They really just ran out of ideas. She was in Oppenheimer, wasn't she? Oh. Oh, I'm dead. Go ahead. You think she'd be a good Abby? I don't know. Ready for 3 more episodes of padding for the rest of this game. This game sucks. Like, I don't understand why people would enjoy this. Like, I'm dead serious. And I started playing this and I was like, oh, okay, this isn't bad. I see what they're doing. But it's like, it just gets worse. Like, look what's happening right now. I killed the inanimate object. With CGI black dress on a nude scene in some countries, yeah. Yeah, she's naked in that. Because she understands how Hollywood works. People want to say, we're tired of women being sexualized. Meanwhile, Margot Robbie, one of her biggest roles is the one where she's naked in it. And then she got bigger roles after that. Hollywood's evil. It is. It's evil. Once you accept that, it doesn't care about empowerment. It doesn't care about anything that it claims to. It just wants to see a bunch of women naked. And then those same women will get bigger roles because of it. Friggin' weird, man, isn't it? Isn't it weird? Yeah, because women don't just sit around naked after sex and talk to their lovers. What do you mean? I mean, it could happen. I'm not saying it's unrealistic. I'm just saying, isn't that weird? Did we really need that in the script? You know what I mean? Did we need it? Was it necessary? I just find it funny they censored it despite it being unsexual. She's just nude, and so is Cillian. They're comfortable with each other is the point. We need a reason to keep butts in those seats. Alright, Florence, take it off. Cut nude scenes from Barbie. I mean, it'd be weird if there was a nude scene in Barbie, because it would be her clothes just suddenly, like, being taken off of her. Smooth plastic. That'd be funny. Nude, but it's like realistic, no genitals, no nipples, yeah, nothing. There's nothing going on under there. Maybe that'd be going a little too far. Kids would be there. Ken too, I know. Ken was the first person I thought of when you said no genitals. What did Barbie do to you, bro? Actually, wait, Ken has nipples, so does Barbie. Not? Ken doesn't have nipples. What are you talking about? Slaps his forehead, realizing that Chris Nolan just did sex position? Sex position? Were they actually doing it, though? Because, like, sex position is if they're doing it and explaining things at the same time. This is, like, post-coital exposition. In the film, yes, he does. Oh, right. I thought you meant, like, in real life. Barbie probably does, too, then. I mean, she has to see a gynecologist at the end, right? So, I don't know. Out here with the real questions. Does Barbie have nipples? Yes, yes, Greta Gerwig, please, real quick. Playniac Jr. from the Daily Bongo. Could you please? I have a very serious question.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
I'm shining my light on goo. Venom. Stone-faced expression as they, yep. You're dead in the eyes. Like, I've been thinking about this long and hard. Venom song update? You think I should add that? What? If you want, I was just asking. Sorry, it was Craven. I guess I should add Venom to the in-jokes because we do reference that a lot. It's like, I recently added, everything is political, Sean. Because, like, for real, we reference that quite a bit. Can this be done? Oh, it's working. Just try to do model on 2019 Eminem and it's working. I think better for the singing bits. Have to pass it by Jay. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. No, there are 6 episodes and you seem to be at episode 3. Oh, God. Why do people like these kind of games? Like, I don't get it. So, I'm assuming you've played it already, Phoenix, because you seem to already know things about it. What the frig, dude? How come you can run at any other moment in the game until enemies are around you? All of a sudden you can't run. People like game because game Megan Fox vampire. I mean gaming queen. She is the vampire queen. Megan Fox is Marceline, please. By the way, How Long to Beat says this game is 11 hours. This game is not worth anyone's time.
I had no real plan.
Not played, but I have watched a Let's Play of it where the guy was just making fun about the game throughout him playing it. It's wild to me that people came into the stream and proceeded to tell me how amazing this game is. And it's like, holy smokes, what the hell were you smoking? Like, I don't usually say that. Like, if there's a game you guys like and I don't like it, like Fallout 4, I did not like that game. But I'm like, yeah, here's what doesn't work, here's what works, and this and that. But it's like, this game's almost not even a game. And then the few times it decides to be a game, like the few times it decides, oh, there's gameplay, it is the most unfair hogwash because the mechanics do not translate to what's you're expected to do. Enemy spawns in front of you, so you're notified that enemy spawned in front of you, but they also spawn behind you. Like this! That's what I'm talking about! And here, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. It's impossible for you to know where they are. You have to do a 360 every single time. All this time I was smoking this harmless tobacco. I installed the PS5 version of the game and it crashed. I have never touched it since. You're a smart man. Should have never agreed to this. I'll go back to Dead Space remake for Halloween. That would be a better spooky game. Did you not finish it? Other castings for Adventure Time? I don't know. Cast the guy who voiced Finn as Finn. I forgot his name. Shada, I think is his last name.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
John DiMaggio also was Jake the CGI. Yeah, you wouldn't have to recast him. Bender and MK, he'd have quite the moves list. Bite my shiny metal behind.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades.
Yo, once I finish this
maybe a
episode,
century.
I'm done. I am not continuing this game today. I'll just do one episode a stream, because holy, dude. This game isn't fun. Like, that's the problem with it. It's boring. Uh-oh. My flashlight's too slow. Introduction is him spilling out of a mountain-high beer bottles. I will say, MK1 got rid of intros. It's the loading screen now that's the intro. They clash and then they say something. And they got rid of like one person, like person 1 talks, person 2 talks, person 1 responds. They got rid of that, which is a shame. I actually liked those intros. What? Yeah. They got rid of intros. Are you kidding me? This game is so stupid. I'm quitting. I'm not playing the rest of this game. I am not playing the rest of this game. This is so stupid. Like, it's funny how dumb this game is. And I'm sure it won so many awards. I'm sure people were so happy about it. But, like, that's what you would want to see if they did, like, Ash. Well, he'd say something, but he wouldn't have, like... Yeah, I know. I don't like the new intro system. I don't. You know what the new God War... You know, the new God War will be what Telltale Walking Dead Season 1 was to choice-based games? Yeah, it will. Yeah, I'll just tell, I called it quits when frickin' inanimate objects were flying at me. I'm like, really? They couldn't come up with new enemies? I liked it when video games didn't have HUDs. HUDs? What, heads-up displays? When didn't they? ...2005? That's a lie. Certain games. Yeah, certain games, but... Games had heads-up displays. Usually a health bar was one. And like every RPG had one. Pong. There's a score in Pong. That's a heads-up display.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to
yeah,
make
like
my
making
way
a good game,
downstairs.
huh?
There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance.
Have you played Outlast? Is that 2D, like, that 2D game that's like Super Meat Boy? But the color is black and white? No? What's Outlast? Did you guys see that guy lose his mind about pronouns when he was playing Starfield? He's like, oh, why would they put pronouns in the video game? It's like, the game's asking you if you want to be referred to as a guy or a girl or neither. That's what the game's asking you, bro. It's a horror game where you're in an asylum. Outlast. Let me look it up.
The kidnapper had sent me a
Send me a
text.
trailer,
The
because
message
once
was
we're done
full
with
of
this chapter, I'm
spelling errors
done
and
playing this
insults.
game.
It was
F
telling
this
me to
game.
hurry up.
I straight up, I think this is not a good game at all. Like, I think this game's really bad, actually. And you have a video camera. Outlast.
Birds.
Oh no, it's the birds. Jay, but the reviews. I don't trust gamers. I straight up think gamers are like, because they've never seen movies, because they don't watch movies, they think that terribly written stories like this are good. And because they don't like actually playing good video games, they think that this is good. People liked this game because it was the only game like it at the time. Not because it was good. There's a reason not a lot of games followed this format. How long is this chapter, bro? I swear to God. Oh my gosh. You would trust IGN 9 out of 10 amazing? IGN, you can't spell ignorant without IGN. What was that one review you showed me that they gave that was like hilarious? What was it again, Justin? But yeah, the guys who review at IGN, man, just remember who they are. Just look them up. Look up the reviewers on IGN. That'll tell you enough. That'll tell you enough about them. That could be anything. There was one review on IGN that you sent, and it was really funny. Because it was the most non-review. They're not all bad. They gave Starfield a 7 out of 10. IGN have a straight-up fetish for 7 out of 10 specifically? Yeah. Oh, hey, Saints Flow. This game is ASS. This game sucks. This game is actual doo-doo. I don't know what the hell you were smoking. This game is trash. This is a dumpster fire. I might even say this is the worst game I've ever played on stream. I make no exaggeration. I make no apology. This is absolutely the most boring video game I've ever had to sit through. Thank God I didn't pay for it. Holy dude. Jay played Last of Us 2, so I would rather replay The Last of Us 2 than this. And I'm dead serious. I'm dead frickin' serious. This game is bad. Like, at least mechanically, Last of Us 2 is good. You know why? Because the dodge button frickin' works. Okay? Like, what the hell? I dodge one attack only for another attack to hit me? There's a thing called iframes that are specifically put in video games so that doesn't happen.
I'd have to make my way.
Like, what the hell?
In order to
this is inexcusable.
Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
At least we are keeping up with the tradition of Jay hating on Saints Flow's games. That's not entirely true. But yeah, kind of. I'm thoroughly convinced Saints Flow doesn't actually like video games. he only likes games that are on Xbox. That's one criteria for a Saints Flow good. If it's on Xbox, that means it's good. This is Saints Flow's criteria, not mine. What else? If you can shoot a gun, it's good. That's also Saints Flow's criteria. What else? What else is Saints Flow's criteria of good game? A lot of chores to do. Then that makes it really good. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How am I supposed to do this? Xbox is already a minus? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't actually hate Xbox. I know it's like a meme. Me and Saints Flow ripping each other's heads off about, like, Xbox and PlayStation. Saints Flow actually hates PlayStation, but I don't actually hate Xbox. I just like getting under his skin. Because, like, there's one thing I'll say Xbox does really well. I think their controller layout is better than any other game or console. There, I said it. And I do mean that. I think the dumbest thing about the Sony controller, right, is the touchpad. And the reason why it's dumb is because some games, the start button is actually right on the touchpad, and the select button is actually left on the touchpad. The reason for that is because of the options button, which is, or sorry, this is the option button, this is the share button, which is a strange, I mean, it's not a bad idea, but why did it remove the ability of the select? It's really strange, right? But the Xbox didn't do that, and I have a lot more respect for not screwing with things that are already fine. I also prefer A being at the bottom, B being at the right, X being at the left, and Y being at the top, compared to Nintendo, where B's at the bottom. You know why that makes sense? Okay, A and B, whatever. A and B, whatever. X should be on the X-axis. That just makes sense. This is the X-axis. This is horizontal. Y should be on the Y-axis, going up and down. Why on earth would you put X at the top and Y on the left? Like, Nintendo's layout is weird. I've always thought that strange. Like, even as a kid, I thought that was weird. So, like, there's things I like about Xbox. There are things. I also really like that the green. Like, green is awesome. So, choosing that as the company color, it's pretty dope. And I remember the original Xbox startup menu. I thought that was so cool as a kid. I still think it's really cool. The first Xbox startup menu, all the ones after that are lame. But the first one, where it's like you're turning on this super cool futuristic machine. Where, like, the PlayStation 1, I even thought was kind of lazy. The PS1 and the PS2. It's just so, it's so cheesy, I don't know. Where Xbox is like... It's like an alien thing that you found, you know? Oh my gosh. Jay played Saints Row Reboot. I would rather play Saints Row Reboot than this. I'm dead serious. No. I wonder if the whole episode structure was that they might have planned to do episodic release but changed their mind and it was too late. I wonder that too. Whoop whoop, new tradition. Not true, but true. Xbox is already a minus. Ducks from the shots fired. Never even touch an Xbox. I will just say it. See, but that's not fair. You have to at least try the thing if you're gonna critique it. Like... I do think Xbox is it does have its goods. It does. Holy dude. Freaking game, dude. Ah! Oh, I hate Microsoft. Wait, sorry. The PS5 is a
I'd have
darn
to
good
make my way
console.
up this mine shaft in order to go.
Is
out.
it?
Maybe the
Like,
machinery can
this
help me with
console? Like, okay, real talk. My PS5 has crashed playing games more than my PS4 has. Like, dead serious. Like all jokes aside, the amount of times this console, and it's not like it doesn't crash all the time. It doesn't. But like, if you play Cyberpunk for more than 8 hours, it will crash. It's just guaranteed it will crash. And it's like, why? What's the right way to do this puzzle? That's so dumb. Whatever. I hate Microsoft too, except saying why would start fires. I don't have the patience to put out. Why isn't the Z button on the Z axis on the GameCube controller? What the hell is a Z button, bro? Yo, okay, can I just say straight up, the GameCube controller's stupid, bro. The A button is giant and it's in the middle of the friggin' controller. The Y and the X are like little tiny buttons, and the B is this little tiny thing at the bottom left. It's so yo. And when people are like, man, the GameCube controller is like superior, like, no, it's because you grew up with it. Just like, it is absolutely confirmation bias. And the reason that is true is because Nintendo ended up changing it years later because they realized how stupid it is. The GameCube controller, holy dude. Like, even the what was the N64 controller was also dumb. It had 3 handles. Like, what the hell? Oh my gosh. Nintendo's always trying to reinvent the wheel. It's like, look, we get it. You were once innovators. Games have come a long way. You can't innovate anymore. It's okay. It's okay, Nintendo. You already won. I was talking to Marcus before we even started the stream about, like, when people ask me, oh, I want to get into gaming, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. What kind of games do you want to play? And, you know, usually they're like, oh, you know, games like Mario. And it's like, yeah, because Nintendo is all about the exclusives. You're playing Nintendo for its exclusives, because it has good exclusives, right? That people are very familiar with. But, like, you know, over time, they might want to be like, oh, well, I heard about The Last of Us, I heard about God of War. I want to try that. So then, that's when things change. Where am I going? I thought that you were going to be that you love the off-centered control sticks, not parallel sticks. What? I prefer parallel sticks, I will say. Like, I prefer the sticks being next to each other. Like this. And I've spoken to you previously about why. Try playing a fighting game on an Xbox controller. It's friggin' ridiculous. Because, so, some people do this when they play fighting games. I do this a lot on Street Fighter. The D-pad's here, so I use the D-pad mostly until I'm doing special moves. I use the analog stick because it's like a joystick. The reason I don't use the analog stick for other things is because it's too... So, like, if I go left, that's block, right? If I'm blocking properly, if someone's attacking me. If I go left on the analog stick, occasionally, I might swerve a little bit, and that'll cause the character to jump, so I don't always use the analog stick. Now, what's fun to do with certain characters in fighting games is this, the crab claw, where you play like this, right? Try crab clawing with an Xbox controller, where the analog stick is on your index finger. It's almost impossible. Like, it doesn't work that way. And the reason why is because originally, video game consoles were like this, or console controllers were like this, like the N60, sorry, the SNES, right? And even the NES. This is the D-pad, and this was the buttons, and there was no analog sticks. Same with PlayStation, the first PlayStation. So it just made sense. But like, I don't like the stick being at the top left. It does not work for certain games, like certain genres of games. It just doesn't function right. It doesn't feel right. X is at the top of old Nintendo stuff like the SNES. Yeah, I know. And I hated it back then too. Like, if you go to the NES, B is before A. Why? Why is B before A on a SNES? And I love that Angry Video Game Nerd made a joke about that. Where he's just like, what the hell? Why would they put these letters out of order? It's like the original SNES, you know, obviously you put B before A. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where am I now? Am I stuck? This is a good game. Alan dead. Well, that's not good because the PS4 being a busted mess is why I left. I thought they've addressed those issues. I'm telling you, bro, you're the only person I know that had a buggy PS4. You're literally the only person. I swear to goodness gracious, Hungary just doesn't have good... We sent all the terrible PS4s to Hungary. That's what happened. We sent all the bad ones. Because, straight up, the PS4... The PS3 is still probably my favorite console, not for games, but for everything else it can do. But as far as, like, actual games and stuff, the PS4 is probably my favorite. Such a wide library. So many remakes and remasters, so you can play anything. But, like... I've never had issues with the PS4. Like, never. I have never had issues with my PS4. My PS5, I've had a few issues. Also, just, like... Another thing that sucks about the PS5, I'll just show you this. Okay, so here's games. See that at the top left? Here's media. You can't browse the internet. Why? You could on the PS3, you could on the PS4, you could on PSP, and you could on PS Vita. Why can't I browse the internet on PS5? Like, what? It's so stupid. I was watching My Hero Academia, totally legally, and I wanted to on my PS5, but then I'm like, oh wait, I had to get the PS4 out. Listen, my PS5 has never crashed, given I played on game and I played one game and I put it back into the box.
I'd have to make my way up.
My PS5 has crashed more times than my PS4. He's out of line, but he's right. Yeah, it has. I like the GameCube controller with a full keyboard in the middle of it. You're a psychopath is what you are. We need to put you on a list, Dr. Murder. You want to put a keyboard to this already cumbersome controller? The one thing I will say is awesome about the GameCube controller is the shoulder buttons. I love the click, the tactile feeling that it has. It's really good. The triggers are great. No, they did that, bro. What? Keyboard on a GameCube controller? Are you crazy, bro? For Fantasia Online? Oh, okay. I see why you'd need a keyboard. I thought you were just saying, like, I'm gonna play, like, Metroid. I'm gonna play Metroid with my keyboard while I have sticks in front of me.
I'd have to make my way up this mineshaft in order to go on.
The reason...
Maybe the machinery could help
The
me
reason is B is for back, A is for accept. Really? What's X and Y for? Jay wanting that PS5 prawn? What do you mean prawn? PS5 prawn? Oh, no, that's not what it was for. It's so I literally was so I could watch My Hero Academia season 6. My friends, the twins, keep telling me, no, it gets good, man. And yeah, legit, yeah, it does. Season 6, episode 5 to 15. 10 episodes is just a war arc, and it's really cool. It's really cool. And then it goes back to, like, whatever after that, but, like, the war arc was actually, it was worth it. My Hero prawn parodies, there's a lot of them. One of my friends actually made a couple. Dead serious. You can find them. They're CGI animated. Their initials are GM8. But the 8 stands for, I'll just mate. M8. But you gotta figure out what the G is. Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's funny, because he's just like, a lot of people want me to put these two characters together, but I like these two characters together. And I'm like, just make it then, dude. He's like, well, what if they don't like it? I'm like, F them. What if they can draw it themselves? I had 2 PS4s. One is still here. My best friend, 3 of his friends, and one of their cousins had one. I've all played on. Each one has laggy, stuttering menu that's constantly on the verge of crashing, ridiculous load times, and a solid 200 to 500 daily error logs and system checks. Not to mention most newer games overheat and crashing if your paste isn't brand new, at most 5 months old. See, but I know that that's your experience, and I do believe you. I really do. But, like, you're the only person I know that had that experience. That's why it's so wild to me. It's like, dang. I'm sorry, but like, wow. This game sucks, dude. My Hero Prawn parody. Do the Riverdale approach. All of them are together. I don't like that. It just seems lazy. Let's get rid of all this actual character. Because it's like, you know, it doesn't sell as well if the person writing the thing doesn't know anything about the characters. Like, I remember someone drew a picture of a character from the Owl House, and that character has a gem on her chest, and the artist drew it so that the gem, like, came off her chest, and it's like, no, that's like a thing that can't come off of her. It's just on her. It's grafted onto her. And I love that that guy got so much hate mail. Dude, do you even watch the show you're drawing? It's like, no, he doesn't. He just took a request. That brother has not taken a request since. I'm dead serious. It's a shame. His art is really good. We don't want to upset sides of fans, all of them together. But I'm sure that upset somebody. We should play the Netflix interactive game. There's an interactive romance game on Netflix. Lady Soja, are you there? Have you survived all my negativity? Could you please raise your hand? Come out of your bunker. Have you heard of that? The interactive Netflix romance? It's called Choose Love. Beck is in it from Victorious. I've already played it like a bunch of times. But, it's fun. There's also a Bear Grylls interactive Netflix thing. And you can die in it, which is wild. You can have Bear Grylls die. My Xbox One X had its moments too. Store would often crash or not load, and I do mean often. Discs wouldn't read until 2 to 3 times, and my Microsoft account screwed itself up, and I couldn't buy 360 games for about a year. That's the one biggest problem I have with Xbox. I will say, like, the legitimate issue I have, the fact that you need a Microsoft account, because Microsoft accounts are already sketchy as hell, and at any moment they can strip you away of features that you already had. And it's like, Sony doesn't do that. Sony's like, here's your PlayStation account. It has nothing to do with Sony. Like, it has nothing, it's not, here's your Sony account that's also associated with your email and also associated, like, it's not like that. You can use an email to sign in. But more often than not, you're not being sent stuff constantly. Because I have an Xbox One, and, like, it's fine, but my God, this is just non-stop. Hey, listen, hey. I opt out of it. Hey, we notice your account is doing this thing. You haven't logged into this. You gotta re-log into this if you want to make this thing work. It's like, why is it that in order to play a game, I need to log into my Microsoft account? What? Why? Why is that a mandatory thing? I should be able to put the game in and play the game. It's like, oh, it's for your save data. It's like, what? Shouldn't the save data just be on the console? Oh, the game's still going? Oh. Oh, and it used to constantly log me out of YouTube. Oh, wow. The irony of Microsoft having the worst website management known to man. I've almost lost my account so many times out of nowhere because of broken services and policy changes. Exactly! But, like, that right there is why I would never go over to Xbox. That. Just that. The Microsoft account aspect of it. It's terrible. And I can tell you, the Switch doesn't do that. The PlayStation doesn't do that. My PC doesn't do that. Whoops, that is not what I meant to do. So what's this game about again? His wife gets kidnapped, right? Yes, and then these shadowy hollow figures that may or may not be from his book or a manifestation of his imagination keep appearing.
Shit.
And for some reason, real bullets work on them. But not before you've shined a flashlight at them. His wife is in another castle. Yeah. Really? Am I not able to hit them? Game about loud bang items, floaty float. Yeah. People like this game. And now I'm worried because people are like, oh, you should play Control, it's so much better. It's like, is it though? Is it? I don't trust you. I don't trust you. It's as good as God of War 4. I haven't played Control, so I can't say. Control is a completely different type of game, much more a Metroidvania. Yeah. Dang it, Jackie, that could mean anything! But who can trust this man? But like, is the gameplay good? The game part of the game. I don't care about the genre. Okay, because there's there's games in every genre that's good. There's a good game in every genre, but like, how's the... mechanically, is it a good game? Or is it just mindless? Is it boring? You know what? That's what I want to know. We'll try it after this. We'll try it after this. Because there's no way in hell I'm finishing this game. Like, ever. I'm never playing this game again. What is the point of having a dodge button? With you, I'm not taking chances. No, you wouldn't like it. Awesome. Thank you. Saved me a lot of time. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. It's funny though, because Marcus, straight up, I asked him, hey, do you want to be in the stream today? And he's like, no, why would I want to watch that game? It's like, yeah, because Marcus knows too. He's like, the game looks so freaking boring. I'm like, yeah, it does. I'm like, it has its moments. And now I'm like, no, you were right, Marcus. I'm sorry. Even when you said you liked this off stream, I was surprised. I even mentioned it. This definitely isn't a you game. This isn't a good game. Like, there's other, like, Fallout, it's like, yeah, this isn't for me. This game's not good. Like, this game is bad. Like, The Last of Us 2, it's like, yeah, there's pacing issues and all that stuff, but okay, at least the mechanics are fine. Okay, cool. Right? And it's a lot of walking, but it's like, how is this any different than that? Like, this is worse. Like, how do people excuse this when they get mad at that? Crazy, bro. The hypocrisy. But who can trust this man? I never trust anyone who says I don't like movies. Never trust anyone who says I don't like movies. Anyone who says I don't like movies or I don't like music. Especially music. I've never met anybody who's like, I don't like music. Fallout 4 specifically isn't good either. It's a drag. You either get hooked on certain aspects or throw up. No, you just have bad taste, or like, you either have bad taste, or you don't. This isn't an objective thing. Like, a subjective thing. No, it's not objective, it's not subjective, it's just universal truth. That's what it is, okay? You get hooked on it and throw up. Yeah, there you go. How many friggin' times are they gonna put me in a room, surrounded by enemies? Okay, camera, okay, camera, okay, camera, okay, camera. What was that? I can't dodge him because he's above me. Look at what's happening! How do you defend this? I wasn't doing any of that. Oh my god. Can you move? I love this camera angle. That too. Loved the base building. The base building? What is that? I'll have to look into this because I never played the remaster. The OG game didn't get seizures mid-game or have broken dodge for me. Sure, man. Sure, man. It's the remaster's fault. Like, even if you fixed that, this is still a boring game. Like, what the hell am I doing? I'm going from point A to point B. That is literally all I'm doing. Well, random things happen to me. Oh no, birds are flying at me. Oh no, inanimate objects are flying at me.
See Cauldron Lake.
There's 3 enemy types, and instead of creating more, we decided to have inanimate objects fly at you? What? It's a playable Duracell ad. Yeah. It has the coolest flashlight in video
I was
games, and
close
that is
I
the
had to get there fast.
best compliment it will
I
get.
dreaded what I would find.
Like, when a game keeps going, I should be like, yeah, cool, more game. But this, I'm like, holy, dude. How do you turn this into 5 episodes? You gotta find your wife. Now you gotta find your friend. Now you gotta find your wife. Now you gotta find your friend. It's like, oh, okay. This is basically every single cutscene, by the way. It never stopped doing the same plot twist. Now you have 3 batteries. Yeah, oh, yo, next chapter, 7 batteries. Watch. I had 20. Next chapter, 7. Screw this game, dude. Holy, this is the most pretentious piece of garbage I have ever had the displeasure of experiencing. This is why I don't like video games today. Like this. People think this is good. So things like this are what other games try. No, don't. I don't want to relive that. Don't previously on Alan Wake me. All right, let's try downloading Control. I'll give that a try. Maybe next week I'll try to finish Alan Wake. If I like Control, I will try to finish Alan Wake. But holy, dude.